Maybe we'll shut that window. About Ben next door shouting up, don't you Ben? Trying to put me off. How are you hardcores doing? Alright? Eddie Hills, the 5-0 Iceman from Billericay, free by way of. We're into the 41st year since his dad had his own production company. That's cameras like this and other things. No footage, he's only son. You know what I mean? 4-0, free by way of as an amateur, but 1-0 as an amateur adult, but that were an exhibition, wasn't it? You know when he were knocking Spotty Frank about? Little chubby Spotty Frank, just want to grub his cheeks, don't you? Go like that. Old Eddie. And on top, Bully. What has happened to Eduardo Hills? What's happened to you, Eddie? Well, this is what I think what's happened to you. When you burst onto the scene, not exactly like Michael Owen did for England, but when you burst on the scene, Eddie, you didn't really know what you were doing. But you worked hard and pushed yourself with social media. All you need to do is compo them Towie lot and they'll do the rest for you on Twitter. They'll hope for a free ticket, won't they? But slowly but surely, once you went to DAZN, we start seeing the real Eddie. Once it's not going your way, Eddie, what happens? You get bitter, don't you? If anybody don't want to work with me, I just let them go. Well, why don't you let Lawrence Okoli go? Why are you holding him back? He's done no wrong, has he? He don't want to work with you, so let him go. But no, you want to cause problems behind the scenes, and you don't want to work with Bricktop, do you? You couldn't even say, yeah, to Joshua, let's fight Fury and get some money in. Because Joshua can get beat off anybody in top 15 now, can't he? They're all sharpening the pencils for Joshua now, aren't they? So he's in no man's land. That fight might never happen now. I mean, if he gets beat by somebody like Zhang or Joe Parker or Dylan White, you know, any of them, Andy Ruiz, if Joshua gets beat off any of them, the Fury fight's miles away, isn't it? It's further away than ever. And everybody's blaming Joshua, but I'm going to blame you, Eduardo Hills, the 5-0 Iceman from Billericay. I'm not going to blame Bricktop. Bricktop's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea at all. I don't like him, but he's boxing. I don't have to like him. He's an hard-nosed, bitter boxing, old dinosaur promoter. That's what this game does to you. That's why I always tell Dennis, stop palling the fighters up. Don't pal them up. Keep it as business. Your problem is you're palling them up and you're not tying them down on contracts. Telling him years. Told him 8 years ago nearly. Why are they not all tied down? What are you going to do if they want to leave? There's me pal. You've got to be like Bricktop. You've got to be hard-nosed. You've got to flex your muscles legally. But Eddie's gone bitter, hasn't he? He said I'd get out of the game when he got bitter. He's got bitter. And the only person who's hanging around him now who's got his backs, Tony Bellew, and that's only because if Eddie bails out of boxing, what's Bellew going to do? He won't be able to get on in boxing, will he? Do you think Bricktop's going to have him on BT Sport? No. Do you think Sky would have him back? No. No. Would Mick Hennessy or Dennis have him on any of their shows as pundit? Not on your Nelly. So he's the only guy that really has got his back in Bellew. So I give Bellew credit for that. But it's only because he's filling his boots, isn't he, lining his pockets. It's good for him, isn't it, to be around Eddie. He's that type of guy, isn't he, Bellew? 1 minute he's going to disappear, next minute he's reappearing. I see more of him now than when he was fighting. But he did have a world-class left hook. Very, very good. Like Dylan White. World-class left hook, but Eddie's gone bitter, in my opinion. He has gone bitter, and it's all going wrong for him, isn't it? Nobody wants to sign for him. They're all signing for Bricktop now, aren't they? or Ben Shalom. My throat's going a bit rough. This is me doing my big John Fury impersonations in the ring or on the hard road. That bit makes your throat go, doesn't it? Hard road. But I've just been looking at some pictures somebody sent me here. Look at these here. Look at these pictures here. I'm going to show you these. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Here we are. We've got Tony Bellew. Ozzy Smith is it? Tony Bellew there. DAZN. What would it take to get Tony Bellew back in the ring? Then we've got Big John Fury, big fighting man. Frame pictures that events is doing. Look what it says here on John Fury's thing. Big John Fury, former bare knuckle boxer, pro professional champ and fighting man. Look at that. That's what it says on these frame pictures. What belt did John Fury win? It says professional boxing champion, former professional boxing champion. Never won a belt. Then we've got former bare knuckle. Former bare knuckle boxer, 100-0, 100 by way of. Not one of them 100 people have come forward and said, John Fury knocked me out and I want to sell my story. Not one person. So if there is anybody out there, out of these 100 people, because you're bound to be watching some sort of social media, get in touch with me and I'm going to pay you for an interview. These are going to pay your ear, SYPS. They're going to pay you for an interview on my channel, cash. So if you fought John Fury, or you were the referee, the fair play man in any John Fury fights, any of these 100 fights, 100, get in touch, porkycorner@mail.com, and we'll have an interview with you. Alright, and if you've got any photographs or footage of it, that'd be brilliant, because I can't cope with all these whoppers here. Former professional boxing champion at what? What is he, a champion or what? Tell him whoppers. Like Eddie Hearn. Misleading fans. The Whoppernators. Is that what we're up against? It was only me saying something here. Anybody else who asked him this, get your teeth put down your throat or your nose took off. Well, I know somebody who asked him at one of them shows. I know what he said, the kid who said to him, the picture of him here on it. He said, John, what belt did you win? And John says, go and get to back at Q. I ain't got time to explain it all what I won. You get to back at Q. We've got people here queuing. Side swerved it. So, John, what belt did you win and what were you a champion of? Was it a British Masters? Was it an area belt? You fought Malpaz from down here, didn't you, at area belt? You fought him here. Him, that's me, Conor Malpaz, that's Neil Malpaz. That's who you fought, John, Neil Malpaz. Beat you, didn't he, on points, but, you know, it's one of them things, isn't it? But, don't be going on, John, about professional boxing champ, because you're not, are you? It's like Eddie Hearn. Don't be saying you're not bitter, Eddie, you're bitter. And that's how it gets you, boxing. It gets you bitter. Hey, I'm already bitter. I'm already bitter about what fights we're getting. Because let's have it right, we're being served utter rubbish. YouTubers and, I don't know, even women boxers are more interested, aren't they, than YouTubers. At least they're having a go. Savannah Marshall and Shields got at it, didn't they? Natasha Jonas, people like that, Katie Taylor, Terry Harper, you know. But, Eddie, you've gone bitter, mate, you've gone bitter. Where did it all go wrong for you? I think Eddie Hearn started to believe his own hype. That's where it went wrong for you, Eddie. You fell in love with yourself, didn't you? That's what's happened, and now nobody's signing with you, are they? And DAZN must be thinking, where are we going with him here? We were better off with Oscar De La Hoya, running around in stockings, saying it's a Photoshop picture. Your lies, they just roll off the tongues, don't they? And like I said before, and I'll say it again, they keep lying. It's when that ice breaks, I'm underneath it. Big shout out to Welcome Estates. Big shout out to Spartan Civil Engineering and Demolition. Okie dokie. It's only a bit of banter, innit? We wish Eddie Hills all the best. Eddie, you're more than welcome on channel anytime you want. So are you, Big John Fury. Fury power. You're welcome on here anytime you want, John. I promise to be nice with you. And after, I'm going to give you a big kiss. Alright? Hope you're well, Gary and Mauritius. Peace